Greetings everyone, hey, how you doing? It's Matt Sella, and today I am doing a review for Star Wars The Clone Wars, Season 7, Episode 3, dubbed On the Wings of the Keeradaks. At least I believe that's how you pronounce it. Unfortunately, the Admiral, after his failure for the Breakfast Brunch Wars incident, he had to do a little retraining in order to re-upgrade, not sure if that's a word, to his formerly Admiral position. So it's just Cadet Matt Sella today. And to kick things off, what is this episode about? Well, recovering Rex's brother, Echo, Anakin and the clone team escape the Separatist force, leading to a battle to defend the local native village from the enemy's last wave barrage. And that is generally the synopsis for this episode. Now, what did I think of it? Well, I think it was another decent action episode that somewhat concluded the Rescue Echo arc. It wrapped things up pretty well in a bow, I would say. With the last couple of episodes leading up to this moment, things are finally free. But it could go elsewhere. It definitely seems to imply that. So correct me in the comment section below, but I do believe there were not only 3 episode arcs throughout the series, but there were a couple, maybe 4 episode arcs. Not sure if there were 5 episode arcs, but I definitely believe there were at least 4. So this could be another one of them. Now, I don't recall if some of the battle droid designs appeared in previous episodes, but I really liked the large War of the World tripod droids during the final battle. It was like the really big ones with the 3 legs and like the scouter, like blaster sniper thing. I thought those were really cool. I like their design and how ominous they were. Again, War of the Worlds. It kind of gave me that vibe. Tiny details, like I found it interesting that Hunter, who in the previous episode said he didn't quite like heights when they had to go up in the enemy base, we actually revisit that character trait as they had to escape going across this narrow beam thousands of meters in the air, and Hunter was freaking out a little bit. So it was kind of cool that they had some character consistency already with the Bad Batch. So with that being said, going right into some of my cons, unfortunately, I kind of thought the animation in this episode was still not great. And there was this one cut on action that looked really bad in my eye. I'm not going to play the audio of it, obviously, but I'm going to show a really quick clip of one particular shot. And that's when Anakin jumps off onto the flying reptile alien and Echo follows suit. However, because it kind of cut, or the way they angled the camera, they had like this one very quick shot, it's probably less than a second long, of him coming from the back of the screen to our screen right. And you could see Rex back there seeing his friend jump. And just the way they set up that shot and kind of moved Echo towards the camera looked really, really awkward in my eye. Also did not help that the music cue for it made it feel really cheap. And I don't know if they were like refrained on time here, if this was a already blocked out scene that was established years ago, but then finally revisited now. I don't know. I wish Admiral Mark was here to tell me about that, but that shot really bothered me. And once again, I felt like there should have been like a second pass on some of the dialogue animation because some of the movements were like kind of floaty and not as organic as they potentially appeared in previous episodes. It really reminded me of some of the earlier seasons of the series. Could have been stronger. But overall, I feel like it was kind of a good conclusion on the 3-episode arc, specifically rescuing Echo. And it was cool to see those native aliens. We didn't really talk about them last couple of episodes. I like how they sounded, and I kind of like their mannerisms a bit. I think it was a really, I wouldn't say it was the strongest start of the season, but I understand the premise itself was already established a while ago, but when canceled, they never completed this arc. So maybe after years of not having that new season finally comes back, you think we would start off with like a bigger bang, but we got this arc instead. I feel like it could have been stronger, or maybe they could have added to it a little bit, but overall, I was still happy to see these kind of storylines again, even though I recently saw Clone Wars within this year, all of it for the first time, so that's a little redundant for me to say. I think it was a good set of episodes so far, and I'm really looking forward to the next one. I am assuming, because of the way this episode ended, Echo is looking forward to going back to old times, but there's that certain level of apprehension where he has been so augmented and so abused that you don't quite know if he's going to be fully himself, or considering the bad guy separatists weren't quite as angry to lose Echo at the very end as you might expect. There could be a backstabbing ahead. We don't know. And we didn't get the backstabbing from the Bad Batch, so I definitely feel like this is going to be a 4th episode arc type thing. And that'll do it for my general opinions on this episode of The Clone Wars, Season 7, Episode 3, On the Wings of the Keeradaks. Yes, you heard my opinion, but now I want to hear yours. Let me know in the comment section below. What did you think of this episode? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Share your thoughts. Join the conversation. You know the drill. Like, share, subscribe, ring that bell to be notified when new videos drop. And if you want to support me directly, please go to my Patreon or do a one-time donation at my Streamlabs. Links are in the description below. This is Cadet Matt Sella, thanking you all for tuning in.